In Coconut Grove.
Welcome to the Coconut Grove Playhouse Truth Team's brief primer on why we need a new plan for the Playhouse instead of the county's demolition plan. Here are the main points we will cover. Why a 300-seat theater does not work, understanding the legal issues, and what is full historic preservation and why is restoration important. Let's look at the actual plans that are being proposed. Should it be the county's demolition plan or a plan the Grove deserves? All plans include a much-wanted new parking garage.
We are desperate to have a bigger playhouse and a large parking so our guests can park.
The county plan includes demolishing the historic auditorium and replacing it with a small 300-seat theater.
300 seats is not enough for a LORT theater. Miami does not have a LORT theater. Broadway producers develop new work inside of these theaters. League of Residential Theaters. There are 70 LORT theaters around the country. Florida has 2, but Miami, the major city in Florida, does not have one. Every other theater in Miami is not a LORT theater. They're touring theaters. The Arch isn't a LORT theater. The ideal number of seats for a LORT theater is 700. It's a technical requirement.
An alternative plan includes restoring the historic auditorium with 700 seats.
We don't need more shops. Actually, we still have empty stores and empty restaurant for now 17 years.
The county demolition plan includes filling the remaining space with commercial businesses, a restaurant, offices, and a few walkways. An alternative plan can include an additional 200-seat theater and several rehearsal spaces and classrooms on Main Highway in front of the parking garage. Which would you choose?
The Playhouse is leased by the county. The owner is the state of Florida. It's situated within the city of Miami. The Playhouse is on the National Register of Historic Places, as well as deemed historic by the City of Miami Historic Environmental Protection Board. That's important because that puts limitations, legal limitations, on what can be done with the building. The HEP Board designating the entire building historic. It's not the facade, it's the entire building was deemed historic, and that's been upheld by the court. The city, the residents have a right to bring a lawsuit forcing the county to abide by the lease, that the Playhouse is to be maintained and taken care of. And anyone who's seen the videos of the inside can tell you it's a disaster in there. They haven't done anything to maintain it. It's a breach of their lease. And residents are going to pursue their legal avenues to ensure that this remains a historic part of our neighborhood.
There's a very good structural engineer in town, Douglas Wood and Associates, and Douglas is one of the foremost structural engineers that has a lot of experience in historic preservation. And there are lots of problems with that structure, make no mistake about it. But Doug has done a very complete and thorough documentation of the structure, tested the concrete. Douglas says that we can restore this building. It's not beyond salvage, and Doug's report confirmed that.
The county is the tenant. And you know how much money the county is dedicating to the preservation of the Playhouse? Zero. Zero of its dollars. That they haven't even dedicated $1 of their bond money to the restoration of the Playhouse.
Number one, Miami-Dade County is the only one that's bringing any money to the table.
The county's plan is not a fully funded plan. Period.
Our plan restores and modernizes the historic Playhouse, builds a small second theater, and substantial educational space. If the county decided to adopt our plan, there would be more than enough money available from the private and public sectors to build and operate it. Why did Commissioner Regalado change her original position on the Coconut Grove Playhouse to the county's misguided plan?
So imagine my surprise when months later she turns around, does an about face, and goes with the county plan. The county plan wants to destroy this building, 85% of it. That's not rehabilitation. Hi, I'm Maria Freed from Coconut Grove. I'm vice president of the Coconut Grove Park Homeowners Association. I'm an activist, an artist, and trying really hard to preserve the Coconut Grove Playhouse. I am really disappointed in Commissioner Raquel Regalado. I voted for her. I supported her. I talked to other people to vote for her, and I was under the impression that she was for preserving the Coconut Grove Playhouse. All of it, not just parts of it. It is architecturally, historically significant, as is all the drama that took place inside, the actors, the playwright, all the production. That's part of our community's history. That's destruction. And putting up architectural significant pieces in the lobby, that's museum porn. That's not really preserving anything.
To learn more about how you can help, visit our website at SaveTheCoconutGrovePlayhouse.com and get links to call or email Mayor Daniela Cava and sign our petition for full playhouse preservation and become an advocate.